Got one the other day for $90-some. Forget if it was a data breach or what it was. You get this postcard that says you purchased like milk in the last 3 months, you're entitled to. You don't have to prove nothing. You say, I'll send a postcard in. What the hell? Check came the other day.
Haha! Son of a bitch, we're live.
Amazing.
Eureka! If you've got to stick it on variable bandwidth by the looks of it, otherwise, yeah, it's live. It is actually live. Fucking hell.
You got it, Gary.
Variable bandwidth. If you try and restrain it, and by giving it a parameter, you fucking don't like it. Stick it on variable bandwidth, boom, it works. Ugh. That was more of a headache than I intended.
Smarter today than you were yesterday.
But not as much as tomorrow.
If you lose your mind, yeah.
Yeah, it is frustrating once you kind of do it a couple times, you'll get better at it.
It's variable bandwidth, and I didn't think about that. It seemed to work okay for me that then.
Is that the frame? It's not the frame per second one.
Yeah, no, if you try and restrain it and say X by Y, it didn't want to play. It wouldn't even show me the preview. But the second I've done set up one with variable bandwidth, boom, exactly. Ah, there we go.
Oh, wow, that's cool.
So,
Yeah, airbrush.
Yeah, but to receive an additional discount on top of your everyday 40% off on any Badger airbrush company or product you order. That's sweet.
Wow. That's nice.
That's really cool. So we'll have to
that's pretty cool. From the control panel, I can actually speak in chat and everything, rather than following a link through to it. There's got to be an easier way than that crap.
to what? Set up the live thing?
Yeah, because that was a proper headache. I mean, okay, now I know that. It may not be next time, but you can't seem to post a live stream, not live, an event forthcoming, and then get it to work. Actually, that one very well as well.
I mean, it's that, or you pretty much have to wait for it to count down to it.
Yeah, but then does it auto start the live or what?
I have no idea. I never got that far.
Yeah. And that's the problem. So I was like, okay, so I waited for it to be bang on 11 o'clock and clicked start live and it all went fucking tits up. Somewhere around here. There it is.
Now, make sure you take that airbrush apart and come up with at least 4 things that are wrong with it.
Hey.
Or we're going to throw your ass out of here because you're not being like the right person.
Wait. Huh. That's cool.
Should take it apart anyway, give it a clean, oil it up. Make
But
sure
yeah, but I just make it being that, you know, somebody had taken his brand new one apart and said the needle was fucked 2 different ways.
So, there we go.
Alright. Huh. Alright. Let's go back to where it was.
Black. Has everyone had a good Saturday so far?
Yep.
far, so good. What time is it for you, Gary?
11:30.
Okay.
Yeah, he's in the future.
But not
Speaking
as
of the
far
future.
as those crazy Aussies.
Speaking of the future, I was traveling behind that this afternoon in my Monte Carlo.
DeLorean?
DeLorean, huh?
Yeah. He was only doing 35, though. He wasn't going to go anywhere. Come on, hit 88. Get out of the way.
Stuck in first gear.
Always love that car.
Yeah, I always thought it was pretty cool.
But gotta be honest, to hit stainless steel in this country would be brave.
Why they call it stainless steel when you get stains all over it. Like you can get
Yeah.
it.
It's just brushed aluminium, isn't it? But come to fucking warm winter over here. By the end of winter, it'll look more like rust.
Oxidized.
Yeah, part of rust. You need to live in California or something.
There's a service shop that's about 2 towns over, and that's all they do. They specialize in DeLoreans, and they must have like 50 of them there at any given moment.
Damn, I didn't
And
think they made that many.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Must be a club in the area for that to exist.
Yeah, I don't know. The guy, he gets them from all over the place and works on them and sends them back. He even had one that was all done up like the Back to the Future movie car, all with all the gizmos and stuff all over it.
You see him and the Lutz guy fly in their helicopter on our General Motors. He never drove anywhere, they just flew in.
So when you're working on, Don?
66 Malibu.
Ah, it's nice, man. Still got to finish with my screen.
All right. Oh, okay. I see.
Oh, it's transfer time. There's it.
Huh.
So,
Got that regular song.
you can't play that with live. YouTube go off there easy.
Yeah, that was my phone text message going off. I just muted it.
Ah,
I just muted it, so I shouldn't do that again. Famous last words.
me personally, I don't mind. It don't bother me, but YouTube go right off their nut and get
Yeah.
really funny over it. I need a kettle of water. Right back, need water. I see Mike left.
Yeah, as soon as you went live, he left. He doesn't like live.
All right. Wonder why he don't like lives.
He doesn't like being on live stream.
Holy shit. Oh.
Well, time to get the airbrush container out.
It looks like my egg is going to be doing these goddamn transfers. Tune up the fucking knife.
Any mean kind of mo which airbrush is going to get me the good.
That's that. There it is. Bummer, I meant to ask him for a link to his site.
Yeah. Mm. Exactly. Mm. Nope.
What's going on? Jesus. I hate the cows.
Nope. That fits. That fits.
Retro Starship says, hello, Syndicate Styrene Junkies. What's new, Gary?
Alright.
Me, decal night. I don't like decals.
No problem.
I was going to ask Mike if he's any closer to finishing that Wolverine. So I'm quite looking forward to that.
He probably is because he's been working on that one for a while.
Yeah, I know he said he put it on the back burner for now. He hadn't been back at it. He kept having to go do some bits, but he weren't quite there. I'm gagging for that one to come out. Wolverine versus Deadpool. Yeah, baby. No, that's going to be wicked. He showed some 3D arts a while ago on his page. Oh, wicked. I've been holding that before I place an order. I'm over in the UK, so it's a pain in the ass.
Oh.
Background noise finally disappeared.
I wonder who that was.
It was either Dominic or Tommy. They're the only two muted, right?
I went and lowered the volume on all the squares and it didn't go away, so it was in the system or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been muted for the last 10 minutes since my phone went off.
That's cool, Dom.
I didn't mute anybody. I just lowered the volume to 0 and it was still there no matter who.
Yeah, once my sister starts texting me, she doesn't stop for a little while, so I figured I'd mute myself.
Besides, now the time is to have a catch up.
Best part is the last one said, "I'll tell you tomorrow." All right, so why are you texting me?
For the excitement.
Maybe she thought I was sleeping.
I don't know what the heck that thing goes to, but
So you're going to be trial running your airbrush tonight, Josh?
I probably won't do it tonight. I'm actually going to be in here just for probably about another 10, 15 minutes, and then I got to go. Doing the family thing.
Yeah, fair play.
And besides, the garage is already warmed up to about 95 degrees. I'm only going to be able to withstand it for about another 10, 15 minutes. I'm just checking to make sure the printer's still going, and
how's that big ass Titan going that you would do printing every now and again?
I started it back up. I couldn't get the nozzle to work very right, so I had to change out the nozzle the other day. So it looks like that's going to be a purchase sometime in the near future. I've had it for a little over 2 years. So, like, one of the belts for I think it's the X-axis, is starting to kind of fray a little bit at the ends, where it gets, worn around that gear so much.
Yeah.
So I've got a couple purchases I got to do here pretty soon. It's that, or I got to buy a new printer. It's one or the other. I keep trying to tell myself I need to upgrade a little bit, but
Yeah, I've looked at him a couple of times, but to be honest with you, it's not that I couldn't figure it out, it's just that I couldn't justify it.
see, this is how I got mine. And it's because of my wife. Love her to death, right? She goes, if I get like a lazy boy chair, recliner chair for the living room, you can have a 3D printer. I went and bought that damn chair 2 days later.
It's yours.
With the massage option.
Well, hey, I couldn't be more than the printer, man. Come on now.
Retro Starship says, "Hey Josh, you're finally on Jet Sea. Good to hear you." I was about to say C, but clearly you can't see. Can't see it. No. I think they flip over in the bottom of the fucking water.
Oh. Should I put the arms on these guys today? Yeah, maybe.
finished your Predator, I see.
Yeah, I finished that a while ago. I broke the arm blades or whatever they are. I don't know what their actual
Alright.
technical name is for, but it's such a little spot that they just keep breaking, or if you bump them, they bend. So I had to glue them back up. But my mom's birthday is this weekend, and she's been wanting a 3D print for a while, so I'm just gonna give that to her since I got it all fixed now.
I had the same problem. What is it? I think it's the Hunter, the older Hunter binary. He's had two blades that come out of the like the piece that fits to the arm.
Yeah.
Fuck me, I broke them about 3 or 4 times while painting them. Come to the conclusion I should have stuck them in last. Probably nuts.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. She's been wanting something, so I'll just give her this, and then probably, and then I'll give her something else later. I don't know. I'll have to find like a dog or something to print out for her, or an animal, or.
I was about to say, is she into Predators? Because that could come as a bit of a shock otherwise.
She thought it was cool when I showed it to her when I took it to the modeling show. So, yeah, neighbor's back with his torture machine.
Torture machine, what?
My neighbor has like 3 or 4 motorcycles. He's been out 3 different times today on motorcycles.
Custom tune day.
Yeah.
Actually, it does bring that panel to life a bit. Yeah, I kept looking at them. They're about 300-ish for a cheapie. Because I could make my own models. And I thought, fucking arse, I'll wait for all that. And then I was speaking to someone. They went, "No, you want a resin one?" They, "Oh yeah, they're brilliant." I thought, "Fuck that, I've got kids around." In the end, I put myself right off. Yeah, retro. Just doing all the decals on the goddamn cockpit sidewall. So driving myself goddamn nuts with it. Not even big ones. They're like dinky little ones. Goddamn tiny thing. It is so far retro. It's well. I've got most of that bit done. I've got to do the headrest, paint the headrest, but got most of the cockpit done. I got the aftermarket seatbelt, which I thought come out really nice. Got the little dash, top dash part done, which is also an aftermarket kit. And then the rest of the aftermarket kit for the cockpit at the moment is going on this side. And I've got the other side of it. But yeah, I mean, I've been at it, what, 2 weeks now? I'm still on the cockpit.
I guess you were able to get those little tiny pieces on the seatbelt.
Yeah, it took absolute goddamn ages. But little tiny tweezers help.
Is that like the pin on a belt buckle? So you got the
It
loop.
did you see the photos I put up on Syndicate? So they were tiny, and I got like gorilla beef hands trying to handle something that's like the size of a pinhead. And then you've got to thread material through it because it's a belt buckle.
Yeah, it's old seat belts, they weren't clipped like the modern ones. They had like, it's like a belt buckle, right? There's holes in the strap.
Yeah, most of it was, although this one is a latch one. The actual safety part, it's got a hole and a fucking male and female part when they clip together.
You got to put a loop in the end of that so it moves back and forth, or is it glued down? Those pins, little tiny pieces.
No, I mean the leather straps are moved, but it's got little bits that he's supposed to be able to pull to tighten himself in when he gets in it. And they're on it, but they don't work enough because it's all glued on. It's like, I don't know if you have it in the States, but there's a program that was on over here years ago called The Borrowers. It's about little people that lived under the floorboards in your house.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt like I was fucking building for them. It's tiny. I mean, the seat alone, I was, 3 hours last night? All the seat, 3-4 hours. It's fun. I haven't hit a part where I'm like, the engine might do it when we get to the engine because that looks like it's going. And I bought the aftermarket kit for the engine as well. So I've got spark plugs and braided leads for the electrics and little joints and everything for it. So that might prove to be a bit of a load. Thank you, Retro. I'm plodding along. I used to build planes when I was in Nipper, and I saw Freddie was doing this one on the curtain. Oh my God, he was doing such a beautiful job of it. It really made me want to get it. So I did. All that got sections done, so it's just so. No. Oh, shit. I think it's nice every now and again just to do something a bit different, now. Just mixes it up. No, I haven't seen that. I'll have to take a look at what he's doing. I haven't started the engine yet, purely because I think that's a rabbit hole that's going to take me a month or more to go down. So I figured once I've done the cockpit, I'm going to skip ahead and build the engine. And then I can come back and get everything to marry up and see how things fit. But I did hear there were some problems. Problems I heard was with the actual getting the fuselage two bits to go together with the cockpit and the engine in, and it stopped the two pieces meeting on the bottom, and people were left with like a 5 mil gap. But someone suggested a fix that if there's a fuselage, this one back here, I think it's this one back here, but it might have been the second one here. If you leave it out, everything buttons up. But I don't know if that was a problem with just his one or all of them. Chances are it's all. Sorry, that was a reply to Retro. I wasn't just randomly.
Yeah, I figured you were talking to somebody.
Suddenly thought, hang on a second, did I put Retro with me? No, don't come off now. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I figured that if you don't want to miss a fuselage, sorry, Retro, speaking to you again, a little bit of sanding will probably work just as good. I haven't seen what, it might just be one little bit that's really throwing everything off, in which case a little bit of sanding and it's no great. I know it drove Freddie nuts, so he ended up packing it all up in a box.
All right, guys, it's getting way too hot in here. I'm gonna kick off here for a little bit.
All right, Josh.
Okay, that's fine.
I'll be back in a little bit.
Hey, Josh.
Have a good one, Mike.
Later.
stop doing all that in the attic, in the garage. There's a guy over here that I watch, all paint nerd. He does it all in his attic. Must be right paint during winter to get anything to fucking paint.
My apartment is essentially the attic of this house.
Right.
It's got a 7-foot ceiling, but the air conditioners work pretty well in here. So
What's the name of his company again? I keep fucking NY 3D.
NY 3D Creations.
That's it. Hey, you've got quite a few going on now, haven't they?
Yeah.
Quite like his Magneto. That's quite cool. I like his Thundercats ones as well. Mumra, the ever living. There's no zombie on here as yet. He's got quite a few Thundercats ones. But Thanos, ain't too bad. Gambit, Sabretooth. I'm holding that. That way I can order it and a couple others and do it all in one shot. Because getting it delivered over here is a pain in the arse.
So what other ones you thinking about?
He's got one that he's working on at the moment. It's Deadpool and Wolverine fighting each other. It's just epic. And I quite like some of the Thundercats. I used to love Thundercats when I was a kid. I was thinking about getting a couple of Thundercats as well. But I do like some of the X-Men ones he's got. He's got Sabretooth, which looks really fucking cool. Cyclops. Oh, looks pretty good too. Storm. Or Jean Grey, sorry, not Storm. Magneto looks really good.
Let's see.
I'll have to save his page. I'll wait for him to be a good fellow and finish the goddamn Deadpool versus Wolverine. I know he said that one's going to be a bit more money because it's a bit bigger, but I don't mind. It's basically two models for. Queen of the Galaxy, is that out or is it one that he's got coming out retro? What the fuck one am I doing?
There's the ones I have. I got Storm.
That's cool.
I got a Lady with a Gun. I got a Terminator. I got Harley Quinn.
Harley Quinn, I've seen that one. They're quite big as well, aren't they? They're not titchy.
And then I got another. Lady with a Gun.
Is that a female? You lady there for? Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that Storm.
Yeah. Cape was a bitch for me. It still is, but
Wouldn't it go right? Or
yeah, it comes in pieces, and I kept cracking it and dropping it, and I pinned it, and then I drop it. It still got cracks in it. I'm gonna try this other filler, the nail stuff, and see how that does.
yeah. You doing that, any of those for the competition or?
No, these were started a long time ago. These are all prime. He's thinking about doing another figure of a girl with a gun. And I said, if he does, I'm all in, man. I'll do that for the competition. But we'll see.
I know. I keep an eye on his page. Every now and again, he has like, you know, this is what I'm doing, and what do you think I should do next? And he brought one. He put it up. I couldn't believe it. It was Deadpool and Wolverine fighting each other. And I was like, yeah, man. I want that one. I want it. I want it now. But then he said, I remember him saying he was having a bit of problems with it. Some of the coding or something was a little funky, or needed editing. But I've been holding out for that. So I figure I'll order that, and I'll probably order the one of the Thundercats ones, because I really love Thundercats.
Yeah.
It was one of there was two programs, that and He-Man. I used to watch like crazy. There's a guy, what's it, NBA Collections or something like that. He does all He-Man stuff. He's got like Skeletor, He-Man, all the main characters out of it, and he lights them all up. And I thought, he had a Skeletor, and he was stood on top of Snake Mountain with his staff in his hand, and his eyes lit up, and his staff lit up, and I thought, that is big. We weren't talking small; we're talking something that was about 1.5 foot big, maybe 2 foot, really big. And I thought, I'll find out how much they are. Probably $300-400, but I'll find out. So I messaged him. He went, I've got a price list. Here you go. The Skeletor on Snake Mountain was close to $1,000.
Oh man,
Unfucking painted.
dang.
I was like, if I spend that kind of money, my wife will stab me in my sleep. And she'd have good fucking reason.
Nice.
But they were stunning stuff. The Queen of the Galaxy apparently has a gun. Let me have a look. If I go back to page 1, it might have. Yeah. Queen of the Galaxy. Oh, he's got Ray Skywalker resin fan art. With much bigger boobs than the actual actress has.
I've got that one.
Yeah.
I wanted to light the lightsaber. I was going to take it off and replace it with clear, some sort of clear rod. But he said he might work on a clear piece for that.
Queen of the Galaxy. There it is. You're talking Barbarella. Is it Barbarella? That looks like Barbarella.
Barbarella.
Yeah, Barbarella. Yeah. He's iconic. Yeah. He's got Barbarella, Queen of the Galaxy. She's got a funky gun. I never did like that film. I watched a guy do Barbarella on UKGK site. Oh my god. He done the skin tone so realistic it had freckles. And I honestly couldn't tell whether he'd taken a clip out of the film. It was so bloody realistic. And I watched the Formula 1 qualifying today. Looks like it could be a good race. I think all of that. Up from that plate down. Where is the that in there. This Colossus looks pretty good too. Yeah, there's a few of them that might be interesting. I don't see the point. I've got to wait for that because I know what'll happen. I'll fucking order and then it'll be like, oh look, here's fucking Wolverine versus Deadpool.
Yeah.
Now I'll smash my fucking head off the table. No. Got to have detail in. They dry for a bit and then I'll clear coat that. One more bit done. Oh, sorry, Tommy, I'm still stuck on you. Who's left then?
Got eight watching. There's 8 watching.
So Pat.
What?
Steve never texted me, so I don't know if he went today.
He said he wouldn't have time last night.
Okay.
He did get your number though.
Oh, okay. All right.
It's going to the what's that ship? Another big ship that you go to by San Diego.
The Midway.
Midway, that's it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we got the Midway, and I think we got the Iowa or something. The battleship in Long Beach.
Just more museum tour videos.
Well, San Diego will be a lot nicer weather than Chino.
By Chino?
Yeah, the Air Museums are in Chino.
Oh.
And that's 100 degrees there. I'm about 20 miles from Chino.
That's where I got a few of my poacher kits, those big old Italian kits, 1/8 scale. The guy lives in Chino, makes DVDs to show you how to do some of the assembly, like the leather seats and all that.
Okay.
He's an eBay seller. But yeah, I remember all the stuff's coming from Chino.
Yeah, it's about 10 degrees hotter in Chino than where I'm at.
Pretty close to John Force, Yorba Linda.
Yeah, there you go.
I'd like to see John Force's little palace. They qualified today. Sonoma, Washington, for us. Tacoma, Seattle, whatever. Sonoma last week. One of the top fuel Harley riders wiped out at the end of the drag strip.
Oh,
You can't steer them. You can't steer those things. They got a 14-inch slick on the back, and the guy started going in an angle and went right into the cement barrier and tumbled and tumbled, and he got up and walked away, but his leathers were peeled away on his elbows, and it's crazy driving them things. They do a wheelie all the way to the finish line, riding on one wheel. Nitro. Oh, these weren't the Nitro. Yeah, they were the Nitro Harleys. Nitro methane and a built Harley. Take some guts to launch one of them things.
my brother's stepkid is a bike racer, or was.
Uh-huh.
One of the biggest days in your life is when you get kicked out of the racetrack, because you go faster than the racetrack is permitted, and so it's like in one way you get kicked out, but in the other one it means you got higher up. So it's like a big celebration. You get kicked out and congratulated.
Tommy,
Yeah.
Retro asks, do you use thinner or medium CA for your PE?
I use mostly medium. I have them all. I have thin, heavy, but I use mostly medium. The thin runs too much,
Yeah.
and the heavy's just too much, too bulky for the small PE. So I stick with the medium.
I used extra large.
Yeah, because here's the extra thick.
Just a thin.
Here's the thin.
Blue one.
Yeah, the blue one. Yeah.
That's what I use to build 1,000
Here's
models.
another.
Thousands of models. Plastic
This one's a flexible thin. This one's a super thin.
Zach, I love Zach.
Two blue ones. And then here's somebody else's.
Built over 1,000 models with this stuff and never had a problem.
Yeah, plastic tap. Yeah.
Keep it in the refrigerator.
Yeah.
My extras.
Basically, you go to any hobby shop and they have this stuff. They label it themselves, but
Yeah.
I saw that Bob Smith stuff.
Since I found plastic zap around 1984, it's all I've ever used. I got other stuff around for just make me look important. Fixing stuff around the house, it's not just for models. I just find something that needs to be fixed.
And then I just pour a little bit in one of these little containers, and I have my little
Shot glass.
dippers. I just dip and touch it, and that's what I would do my PE.
Smart, makes sense.
And I also use Gator glue, Gator grip, the white glue. I use a thin blend of Gator's grip. I use that too, but that won't hold right away. It's like white glue; it won't. It'll take a little bit to set, but it's flexible. So, unlike PE, which is brittle.
Got some of this around too. Like glue stuff to clear windows with.
Oh yeah, hypo. Yeah, I use that.
It doesn't fog the clear. You use super glue to put a mirror on a front windshield. If you let it put a little glue on the mirror and just hold it for a few minutes, let the vapors go off. It won't fog your windshield. There's a trick to that. Just stick it right on there and it'll mess it up for sure.
Oh.
Can't have too much.
Retro,
Squishes
Retro
out.
says thanks for that, Tommy.
What's that?
Retro says thanks for the info, Tommy.
Oh, okay.
You've
welcome.
been wondering for a while.
You're welcome.
Sorry, Pat, carry on, mate.
Tommy,
Yeah.
I found something new today watching other Jitsi shows. When we ever get enough people, and you're looking at the big screen with the people on the right side,
Uh-huh.
when they just appear off in the top, if you just mouse over those pictures toward the top, a scroll bar will appear, and you can bring the top guy down. It's out. There could be 6 guys you never see.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Then you can click on them that way if you're using that. Just something good to know about the program.
Now, was last night's hangout in Jitsi or in Google Hangout?
Jitsi.
Just,
It would not work when Gil tried it Friday morning.
Oh, okay.
Did a test, and they did kill it. You can play around privately in Hangout.
Uh-huh.
That's not completely gone yet, but it will not go live. That function did. They kept their word.
yeah, but they never said anything about it. It was just shows that they have absolutely no goddamn intention of replacing it in any way, shape, or form.
It was getting antiquated anyway. Everybody wants high def now. That's what this does. That's why this is a little more demanding. It's processing a whole lot more data to turn it into YouTube video.
Yeah.
Plus, if you get more than 10 people, you got that many, high def, 1080p or whatever.
Yeah, we started out okay, and then we sort of pulled back. There's only 4 of them.
More power. That's still here. It's only 6:30 by Gil's house, and 7:30 by me. What's that, Gary?
Apparently that scroll doesn't work for the viewers. It only works for...
You got to have enough. We don't have enough people yet. When the people start to disappear, when you get more than
You get over 10 or over 6?
I think about 7, it starts to get to where there's somebody here, but you can't see them on the side unless you're in the tile view. We see all of them. A lot of things in this program come up when you just mouse over things. So if you don't click, but just move your mouse around, you find nice little Easter eggs.
Now, can you put yourself in stealth mode so they don't see you unless they mouse over you?
Blur your background's good. Like the guys that sit in a chair on the camera and it's mostly their face, and maybe the kids are not the kids, but something might be in the background they don't want anyone to see. That's the purpose for it.
Porn.
Yeah.
Like life.
Stacks of money or whatever.
Maybe that's why Mike's not on. He doesn't want the printers in the background.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he doesn't like having his company associated with it, or I don't know what, or whether he just really doesn't like hangouts.
I think I'm fine. Yeah. He does hangouts because he does his own. But
Yeah.
I think he just doesn't like life.
Usually he'll be in the chat though, answering questions for people that are looking for prints.
Yeah.
Figures.
Yeah, he was on one of them a few weeks ago because that's how I found the Ray and his website.
Oh, okay. Maybe you had to go watch American Truck Simulator.
My semi truck driving, and you
Yeah.
got to back it up and
You got to do all kinds of things.
pass the weigh station and all that.
Yeah, the scenery though on some of it's pretty neat. Yeah, Maker Mike is doing it now. And Nick's doing it.
Where is it? An online, like a website to get that game? Or
It's a PC game,
okay.
and then you somehow go online through Facebook, and people can comment and follow along, and you can donate the guy money. I don't know.
Doesn't work on a Mac though, huh?
No, the game doesn't work on a Mac.
That'll keep me from
But the ones that are neat that there's a couple of them that I follow once in a while while I'm working. It's the guys talking, and that's what makes it interesting. If it's just some guy in there driving, it's like, yeah.
Oh, I mean, the different players talking, or is it like a CB radio?
No. It's one guy, but I've seen different guys host it. And some guys, they just drive and barely talk, and it gets like, yeah. And other guys, they're talking about all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
They're driving and they crash, and they flip the truck. There's all kinds of things.
Give me the propane tanker truck.
Yeah.
Gasoline.
So I'll be here working, and I'll put it off on another screen, and just as I'm working, listening to what they're saying, and kind of glance over for a bit.
Oh, you're not playing it. You're watching.
No. I just watch. No. There's one guy playing it, and a bunch of people watching. The game is like really cheap to start off. The actual game is like $10 or something.
You get your choice: the Detroit Diesel, Cummins, or Caterpillar.
Well, yeah, and then you can buy more stuff. And then they say if you really want to do it, you get the steering wheel and the gear shift and the pedal. And like the top guys, they got like $800 in equipment, just to play this game.
10-inch exhaust stacks and shit like that.
They got an instrument console. They got switches.
What do they do? Just drive around delivering stuff in lorries?
They pick up loads and they deliver stuff and they make money. And then you can you buy garages and you can get drivers and it's it's a game. But the scenery is really neat.
Gravel train.
What's it called?
They have a European one too.
Dump your gravel
What's the game called?
Huh? American. I think it's American Truck Simulator or something. There's a European version, and they only have certain states so far. So you can do like California, New Mexico, Washington.
Get a double dump gravel trailer, dump the first trailer, unhook it, and then dump the one closer to the cab, and got to hook them back up. For the blacktop guy that backs up to the paving machine, puts the blacktop into the paver.
American Truck Simulator.
There you go, American Truck Simulator. Yeah,
Gary's,
there's a European one.
Gary's always on 8-ball pool. I wanted to play that.
It's like farming. You ever played Farming Simulator?
I don't
I've
know.
heard of it. That's quite simple. You just spend literally all your time like ploughing the field, sowing the fields, harvesting, selling the crop, transporting silos and stuff. And it's addictive as fuck. Oh man, got me into it. He was like, got this game. I was like, oh yeah. He was like, oh yeah, it's Farming Simulator. I was like, all right. And I thought that sounds crap. He went, no, give it a go. Fuck me, I couldn't stop playing it. I had pigs. I had a fucking quarter of a billion pound ranch by the end of it. Fucking all the latest, greatest tools and everything. I draw the line at buying steering wheels, though. Fuck that. Mind you, to be fair, I went out, paid a fortune to build this rig, this computer I've got. And it's got, like, at the time, admittedly now, it's about 4 years old. It had one of the best graphics drivers out. It had fucking the new Devil's Canyon processor, Intel 4.2 gigahertz fucking processor, enough RAM to fucking launch NASA. And then I stopped playing all the fucking high performance games I used to play, like Black Ops and stuff like that. challenging thing it does now is fucking hangouts. Coil. I haven't actually looked to see what the retro is saying.
Just said he'd probably be home around 6 and join us or continue later on his own if he has to restart one. He might be around. Never know.
Oh, Don?
Said he wanted to. See what it.
Oh, I thought you said you weren't doing them when we were when the syndicate was having this.
Oh, he wouldn't overlap them. If you had to go or whatever, maybe once practice starting it up. I don't know.
Normally when he joins, he stays joined. I wonder why he's gone off.
Yeah, it's whatever he has to do. He didn't. He'd join us first and see what's going on. Probably. And Retro needs to have Chrome if he's on a Mac. It should work just fine.
I can't stand Apple computers. Fucking shite.
I was afraid to put Chrome on my Mac, but so far no problems. Flawless. One thing that helps is keep your Chrome clean. Clear the browser out when you're done with the Hangout. Next time you turn it on, it's like nothing was ever there. It's empty Chrome. Just clean browsing histories. Cleaned up.
Is that something you just open up and clear out?
It's in the
We
part of
do
the
it with Windows as well. You just go in and clear history.
click the word Chrome and a menu comes down and says clear browsing. Just browsing data. That stuff piles up after a while. And if you've been doing a bunch of stuff or you leave your computer on all the time, you got yesterday's things you did and the day before and the month before, and sooner or later, it's just costing you storage and CPU time, essentially. You know, that stuff's got a mind of its own. Things running, you don't even know they're running.
It's the cookies as well can be a pain in the ass.
I'll catch you guys later. I gotta get dinner ready or get something for dinner.
Okay, mate. Have a good one.
Take it easy.
See you later.
I think what Gil meant, Gary, is that if you stop the live stream and whatever, he would start another one later tonight, maybe. I don't know. I think he wants practice because you know what you just went through. He wants to
It doesn't stop. Even if I leave, it carries on.
Yeah, but the live show stops.
Yeah.
He wants practice getting it to go live because he had, just like you, he had 3 or 4 and finally got it going. To smooth out the process. You and him or whoever's been doing it should be trading messages like I found this. Or what'd you find today? Something about the bit rate?
Yeah, you got to have it on variable.
And
For me, anyway, when I was trying to do it on any of the others, it was like, oh, your bit rate's too low. I stuck it on variable, and it was like, yeah, okay, we can do that.
send Gil a little message and say, we stumbled a couple times, but I found this bit rate thing. Just explain whatever you know about it to him. Just keep a few notes. Sooner or later, you guys will just have it down to 3 clicks and you're in. Maybe 5.
It's like anything. When you switch to something new, it can be a right pain in the fucking ass until you get into the swing of it.
Yep.
Then we'll hit a point where we get into like a flow of it, just like boom, boom, boom. But right now, because it's new to not just me, it's new to you as well. And Nick hasn't even tried yet. God bless his socks. He's busy with his wife. So he hasn't even had to try of it yet, I don't think. So he's got the fun of the fair when that happens. So, right. 2 seconds, I've got to get my coil kit. Oh, crap. Legs.
7th inning stretch. I don't know if they got that over in England. Might not know what I'm talking about.
Maybe you should look into the instructions first.
They're using his placemats. It's the bench cleaner than it would probably be if they didn't. Plus, you got to make notes and corrections all the time, right?
Cross the stuff out as you go.
Get left and right wrong. Or I like to put the colors in plain English. So every model company's got a different code.
Yeah.
Crazy. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just going to heat up some pizza. Right back.
Pizza.
Right, sorry. Got to rebuild my coil. See, retro. Maybe it's Apple. It's always Apple. Apple are a pain in the fucking ass. The golden rule problem with Apple, and it goes with anything they do, they are so anti anyone touching their software or hardware in any way, shape or form that they lock everything down so you can't do virtually fucking anything customized with it. And it makes a right pain in the ass. And they've only really started to loosen up a little bit over the last few years. But back when I was building PCs and that all the time, they were notorious for it, and everyone just used to avoid buying Apple. Windows don't care. They couldn't give two shits.
So you're buying a Mac, Gary?
I need to wipe my ass with.
Whatever works for you. I spent enough years on a freaking PC sitting in the other room.
They're not bad PCs. As a platform goes, they're not bad. It's just they cannot be customed in any way, shape, or form, and they hate you touching them in any way, shape, or form. And it makes them so. I mean, some of the things I've done to my tower, you can't do to an Apple. You just can't do it.
If you're into games, then I would agree with you. But since I bought my Mac, it's more like a television set. I turn it on, it works. I turn it off when I'm done. There's nothing. I have those. XP Pro is the last I used. And every time I turn the thing on, there's 36 updates staring at you.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to leave it on all night. I'm not leaving my computer on all night.
I mean, in the grand scheme of things, Apple were the original anyway, because he sold the original to Bill Gates. And Bill Gates went off and made Windows 95. But they're just so tight, Apple, that they squeak when they walk. They're overconfident, they overprice their goods, and they lock down everything so you can't touch nothing. Because they get really, really ratty about it.
I thought a new small iMac was expensive at $2,600, so I found out Samsung's new phone is $2,000.
Yeah.
I get a lot more with an iMac than I do with an Android phone.
Oh, I've got an iPhone. I use iPhones, and I've actually switched from Samsung to iPhones.
The folding phone is back up. It's $2,000.
Yeah, that thing ain't come out yet though, because they were having loads of problems with it.
It's just come back out. It's $2,000. They've got the problem fixed.
They fixed it though. I know they were having shitloads of problems with it.
New 2600 don't sound bad for a new computer if I saw that. Shit.
Yeah, I wouldn't pay fucking even $1,000 for a phone.
It's easy to drop it, you know. Or lose it in the lake, or
the guy, every time that my contract runs out, they phone up. They're down the phone to me. Oh, well, you can have the new iPhone, blah blah. Yeah, how much is the contract? 49 quid. Why would I pay 49 quid for a fucking phone? Do I look fucking stupid? What's the cheapest one you got? Well, it's £9 a month. Well, I'll go up a little bit from that. You got 20 quid. What can you do for me? I've got an iPhone 6. It's good enough. It does everything all the other ones do.
what do they got now? 9 or 10 or something?
Yeah, I think the newest ones was that XS or XR or something like that. I mean, don't get me wrong. If someone was to give me one, I'd be happy. But I'm not paying 50 quid a month for a goddamn phone.
I don't need all the functions like that on the phone. Go along the cost of it.
It's just absolutely silly money. And there's people that do it. The second the phone comes out, they go off their tits. I've got to have the new phone. I've got to have the newest, like whether it's Samsung or Apple. Must have it. Must have it. Why? Is your life that fucking vapid that a goddamn phone makes up all the difference? I make goddamn telephone calls with it. I search the internet and I do a little bit of buying on it. And even the older versions can do that, so I don't need the latest and greatest. I mean, I can understand young. My daughter is always on, I want this one, no, that. It's like, yeah, I ain't paying that. I ain't paying that. Not in a million goddamn years. But they're the generation that do. My daughter lives and breathes her phone.
Yeah, it's my daughter too.
Freaking unreal. She dropped it. Where was it? About 3 months ago, she was out with her nan. It wasn't actually her that dropped it. It was more my mum. She asked my mum to put it in her handbag because she didn't have pockets. My mum said, okay, and stuck it in her handbag. Later on, my mum pulled out her purse to pay for something, and the phone came out, landed on the floor, and shattered the screen. Honest, my daughter had to go an hour because my mum said, right, it's my fault. I'm going to take it up to the top end and get a new screen put in. It's my fault. Blah, blah, blah. I said, okay, well, fair play. And the guy said, you've got to wait an hour. God, my daughter couldn't even wait an hour. She was clucking.
First Mac computer was $666.66. And another link here says it was $2,500 in January 1984. So I don't know which is right.
That is correct. That's the Apple IIe. My father bought one. It was $2,500 in 1984.
Yeah.
9-inch screen. We had them at General Motors. It's the first computer I ever saw. Sitting there, what's this little?
My mate, he bought a Windows in 95-ish, 95, 96, and that one cost him £2,500.
We'll just answering Retro Starship's question. I remember that $666.66 thing. Though. I heard that somewhere before.
It's ironic that it happens to be all the 60s, which is the sign of the devil.
Yeah.
When did I get my first PC? I actually bought my first PC off a mate. He was selling his PC, an older PC that he had, and I was consoler. I prefer games consoles up to that point. And he went, no, you can have this, 25 quid, Gal. I was like, so I bought it.
Yeah, I was going.
Oh, dude. So I bought it, and that was it. I was hooked. And it only had a 4 gig hard drive.
Retro says that for 1978.
Oh, fucking hell. I was only born 2 years before that.
Search Google, you'll find answers.
Everything you need to get sorted, Tom? Where's me?
Hey guys.
Good evening.
Hey, Mike.
Who's coming? I missed it. Michael. Right, Michael.
Hey, Michael.
Hey.
Yep.
Hungry. Mr. Guy.
Right, Manuel.
Hey, Manuel.
Good evening.
Just have to pay it.
I'll be back in about 5 minutes.
Okay, mate. Sorry about that. I had to mute music. Chris. No one needs to.
Anybody know what you call a fake noodle?
A fake noodle?
Yeah.
No clue.
And pasta. Saw that earlier today.
You had impasta?
Yeah. They come up with one for linguine now.
Oh, yeah.
Find instructions there, Don? For that plane?
Yeah, I had them last night.
It turned up.
No, they were still in the house.
Oh, wasn't there?
Sitting on my desk. I can make some money tonight. Had to bail out because his daughter was calling.